after the fight last night, the episode of Martin that came on was the Lonnie Love. You know what I'm saying, when he was getting the money from Martin mother.
Mm.
Can I just tell you forever and a day, an instant laugh for me is the moonwalk to the pussy pot. Every time Lonnie does it, literally the moonwalk to the pussy pot. I will cry. If I'm real sad, I will find it. Just to catch and moonwalk, yo. Yeah. And then when he creeps down and whispers to him and hits him with the shoulders with it, yo, that's the best part.
They call it a pussy pot?
Yeah, you think it's up here, it's not. It's really down here. It's like the body.
Is that not?
It's like a body.
Is that not how? That's not how Diz pops his pussy.
Ooh, now it's gonna be in my head all day.
Like, is that the pussy pop?
I didn't know that this was called a pussy pot.
It's a part of it. When we do it, it's a part of it.
Say it ain't so, G. Oh man. Say it ain't so.
This is the whole. Everybody down on the bottom is cat burglars and shit.
Yo, you got the
That's my man.
You know what I'm saying? It's that quarantine lifestyle, nigga. I'm in the house. If I come out, you know what I mean?
Quarantine, because quarantine means different things to different people.
Oh shit.
Shall we?
Message. That is the kind of party it's going to be today. Let's start the show.
Welcome to the Weird Buffy Podcast, where we're built for comfort and not for speed.
Yeah, it's the Weird Buffy Podcast where we're built for comfort
and not for speed. Guess what, ladies? I got a message. I know it's your monthly. We don't really care. All we need is turkey neck and prison sex. Bitch.
In my race against time, I can't stop running through the red light. Living my life.
Hell down.
Nigga like Tommy Bundy out that bitch, yo.
Nah, you's a filthy nigga.
Who?
You never put a towel down, nigga? Shut the fuck up, yo.
Nah, yo.
You never put a towel down, yo?
Never.
So for 7 days, you just out of the game and shit.
You never.
What? Never. Nigga sit on his hand. That nigga sit on his hand for 35 minutes and give himself a stranger. Oh man, happy Sunday morning to y'all that's tuned into the live. I am LPAM79 on your social media choice. I be Cactus Jack, the Hennessy volunteer, and all the way to the left.
It's your boy Fat Boy Diz, aka Dizzy from B-More, aka Diz Day genre, the most finger waviest. It's not the genre of the penis. Johnny Cochran, if the glove don't fit, I will not hit. I'm not a no nigga. I smoke cigars. I use rubbers. And sometimes I sit on the porch and contemplate and I wonder if I would break my ankle if I fell off. And down here.
I'm not answering that. I'm not no, my nigga.
Oh, he's down there.
Just do this. 1-854 Math at Math Damon. Shout out to the doolies. And it's a lot of doolies today.
Oh shit! This nigga got effects.
How you get the effects? The live effects.
We bike,
bitch.
And to my right, left.
Right, left. Damn. See, boy, Bradley, bad boy, K. Russell Westbrook, K. Veggie Malay, K. Miss 51 pounds down the counting. Always count me because I'm petty crew making means while you dream sauce for roll. Brockville, Pig Grills, Juice Leroy, Kimbo Christ saving them all from their whack ass vices. Black Fabio, nape of your neck, double breasted, pink luster moisturizer all in my hair.
Hey,
Okay, that's all I got. And what I'm doing next? Who introducing the special guest?
Back once again.
The real special guest.
Double A.
Back once again, it's your girl, Ashley Alexander, also known as Double A, also known as Always Double A, but most importantly known and what needs to be cared for as the reunion has happened. And I told y'all before, my ass is named Aunt Viv. Light skin like the second one, classy like the first.
Good
so
shit.
I saw that the space-time continuum had a rift in it once dark skin Aunt Viv and light skin Aunt Viv hugged.
It happened, yo. It happened. My butt cheeks came together and had a conversation, yo.
That might have fixed 2020.
What did you say about your butt cheeks?
My butt cheeks came together and had a conversation.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
hold on, they was apart.
Yeah, you gotta.
What's going on, yo, with that, yo?
Listen. You know, I'm an advocate of like the guy spread the butt cheek thing. I'm an advocate. Let's bring it back together. It's 2020.
Message. Hold up. No, I'm gonna let the show flow. I got questions to ask you about that shit, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Ask it.
No.
I'm curious now.
There's a woman here too.
Yeah, right.
There's a woman here.
Ty.
Be respectful, Ty.
You want to do it like for real, niggas and bitches. Come on. You don't have to come to bitch. Don't do that.
Rock, I'm curious, yo. What was you gonna ask her, yo?
What's that?
What was you gonna ask her about her cheeks?
The whole.
I
was gonna ask her about her cheeks.
Oh, yeah, no, my cheeks aren't spread something. No, thank you, sir. No, I just, it's a big advocacy. I'm a big fan of that. Some guys don't do it. Some guys don't know how to do it.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the whole, is that a thing? Like, you know what I mean?
It should be. It should be. The problem, though, I've learned is that I've learned from my guy friends who've told me over the years it's a dice roll because you just don't know what she rock with, and if you open too much and it bends it straight up, there's that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can crack that shit. You can crack that shit. Like it'd be like a little, you know what I mean?
But hitting from the back makes the wind tunnel happen, and I refuse to have a bad review. I will not get a shitty review out here, pun intended.
That's a pun. That's a good one.
Thank you.
I mean, hold up. I'm
He's getting the whole lesson. Look.
No. But I asked the girl during sex.
Look, see?
Like, I mean, it was an aggressive ask. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, hey, how do you like your blah, blah, blah. You like that? It was like, you like that? She's like, yes, I love that. It's like, oh, shit, okay.
She said,
so I'm like, okay, that's a thing.
Here's the Kirk Cousins of back shots. You like that?
I'm gone. Fuck y'all niggas.
It's been a week.
Oh shit.
Nah, man, we might as well go ahead and get this thing started off, man. Start this off the way we start off everything, man, with the good, the bad, the ugly. Ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Huh? Nothing?
Thanksgiving, I guess?
Thanks not. You know what I mean? Yo, was this Thanksgiving though, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, people had to make all these fucking deals and shit with people.
You gonna bring the mood down.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying
and the good, my nigga.
Let me bag out the party, man.
What's something that I would find good is something that's obviously going to be talked about later, so I'll skip that. Trying to think. Good. Wow. I mean, it's been a really rough couple weeks. So,
hey man, in a reach to most of our childhoods, and at least brother Matt's current situation is the good old Undertaker retired from wrestling. So we will never have to watch. We will never have to watch an Undertaker match again. Is definitely the good.
Did you see that nigga on Hot Ones, yo?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Shout out to brother Cal. Cal got credited for that.
For real? Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he put us on to it dropping or whatever. Yeah, I've been watching Hot Ones lately. I watched Thundercats Hot Ones yesterday.
No,
that
but
nigga's interesting.
But specifically Undertaker, he was saying that like he had to be a character for 20 years. he was happy to like be himself now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he was at Regis and Kathy, and he was just grunting and shit the whole interview. You know what I mean? He was like, "Yo, I really want to."
This man just wants to hold big cats and retire, yo.
Hey,
That sounds like my movie.
You haven't seen it? You haven't seen it? Like all the photos of him and his wife at like a big tiger like rescue.
no, I think you running past what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying I'm not a fan of the Undertaker. Like I like my racism in small doses and shit.
Okay,
oh,
fair
he
enough.
racist, yo? Why y'all be crushing
I
me?
mean, he a blue line nigga.
So that's the weird thing, man. He
a blue line nigga.
Yo, is Macho Man racist, yo?
Macho Man's dead, and he was black.
Yo, I thought Macho Man was black when I was a kid.
I didn't.
Macho Man was black.
You wanted him to be black.
Nah.
No,
he's a nigga. His beard looked like Brother Fam's.
He was leather, nigga. He wasn't black. That's tan.
No. His beard looked like Brother Fam's, and his hair looked like one of my aunts.
This nigga said he was bovine, yo. He was a fucking.
No, he was a nigga. Because his pops and them was what? They were from like the they were from the Caucasoid side of Africa.
Oh shit.
Yo, you really felt real good about that just now.
Facts.
Anytime a black person brings up Caucasoid or the Caucasus Mountains, all black people should stop talking. Facts are coming.
As it were. What you don't understand is
he
was Jewish and Italian. That's as black as you can get and be white.
Yeah.
Jewish and Italian, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Shout out, Mr. Poffo.
That's two mixed mulatto races and shit. Anyway,
Randolph Poffo.
See, my son doing his mulatto race. Shout out to my nigga Dennis.
All right, man. So moving over to the bad, RP David Dinkins. The reason why I put it in the bad, not the ugly, is David Dinkins is 93 years old. He lived a full life. I always feel like at a certain point, while your loss is going to be felt, if you make it to 93, man, you won the game.
Pretty much.
Especially if your name rings bells like David Dinkins in a city like New York.
Please, Mr.
Pardon me, God. I don't even know who that nigga is and shit.
The county of Queens.
In New York City.
The county of Kings, pardon.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
But he was in the what? Late 80s or early 80s?
Had to be
in the early 80s.
Was the Bronx still on fire when he was mayor? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this nigga was the mayor of hip hop and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty much.
Yo, and of course the ugly this week. So this nigga Young Thug goes on T.I.'s pod and tells niggas that he can't recite 2 Andre 3000 bars or verses. He never rocked them. Nigga, where you from?
Hold on. Yo.
Nah, you can't
hold
do that.
On. This is what I'm gonna say, yo. For one thing, Young Thug is like 25.
Right.
And then two, it seems like a cry for help. You know, I mean, not a cry for attention. And what more do you expect from somebody that wears a dress and gets ass naked on his covers and shit?
To judge a nigga that wears a dress but can actually rap?
Right, but no, I'm just saying that he wants that approval. He wants that approval, that attention from Andre.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. But was he asked the question? Was he asked?
Oh yeah.
Or did he bring it up?
No, he didn't bring it up. T.I. was asking him. It was kind of like he was asking him why he hasn't done anything with him or something like that. You know what I mean? Or what he thinks about Andre.
So he just gave you, like, he might not even be thinking about Andre 3000 at all, but you asked him.
Yeah. That's what
So he also said he was very difficult to either get in touch with or to do anything with. So he obviously had made some sort of an attempt and it didn't happen for him.
The only thing
And
fucked up about
salty.
my bad, I'm sorry. The only thing I feel fucked up about what he did in that interview was him saying something about Elton John after that. Like Elton John answered my call. Like, what the fuck? No.
And Elton John just did an Instagram video with Tiana Taylor. He got time. It's not.
And we have to stop doing this. We have to stop
Elton John,
doing
the
this.
real queen of R&B.
That's amazing. I like the energy. But we got to stop doing this as
salty. That's great to pick up. So basically, it was just salty.
Yeah, he sounded like he was kind of salty. You know, like even as T.I. kept asking him questions or whatever, like he was trying to reinforce like the respect that you should have for him for being an Atlanta artist. And he kind of backed off of that or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you came out the gate hot. You know what I mean? Like, man, he ain't Atlanta, he ain't this, he ain't that. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I just want all respect and praise to Pastor Troy. Everything else is just fodder.
Yo,
straight up.
Just for that, coming out with that championship belt. The nigga had the right championship belt, the big gold belt. The man knew what he was doing, man. Shout out to Pastor Troy for vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, who was the nigga that was like, ain't no more playing GA? Who was that nigga?
Pastor Troy.
That's not Pastor Troy.
It damn sure is.
No. No.
You talking about DSGB? It's Pastor, but it's DSGB.
My bad. The nigga was like, left, right.
Drama.
Okay.
Don't
ever.
Whoa.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, niggas, man, niggas on the screen, nigga.
Yeah. Shout out J Bo, man. But yeah, I just can't rock with. First of all, I can't rock with Andre 3000 slander. Like off break, I can't. There's no. I'm not listening to that. And then Ben, you're an Atlanta artist. Like it almost sounds like I have been increasingly annoyed with the internet hot take for attention. And I feel like that's what we've been getting a lot. And I think
was there real slander there though? I mean, if he's saying he don't rock with him, is that just his thing? I don't think that's slander.
See, I feel like the way it came off, it's the young nigga versus old nigga. I don't know none of this nigga music, and that's what people have been saying. It's not just like a nigga saying like I'm not really familiar with his stuff. It's literally like I can name 2 verses that nigga spit. Like there's a different way to come off if you aren't familiar with a man's music.
I have a deep running theory that anybody under the age of 28 didn't grow up reading liner notes. And so all of these kids have no sense of the history of anything. And they don't know any process of who comes from what and what is what. It's one thing to have a 3-stack conversation. It's another thing to be like, what's your favorite Dungeon Family song? That's blasphemy. So I have to take a little bit of grace, especially because I've worked some newer tours where a lot of these artists are playing like songs in their dressing rooms, but they're playing it because it's funny, because it sounds old and funny, but they don't know what they're playing as a classic.
Right.
Or to deem it as a classic because they don't know who the producer is. They don't know who the engineer is. They don't know what label, who they don't know any of that stuff, and they don't care to. But when they get 50, they're going to expect their fan base to know their whole movement and discography and history. So how can you be ignorant to one before? In my opinion, I think it is just because the research is turned away in the internet and people won't look. But now we got who sampled that, and that's all these kids look at.
Right.
So
I mean, even if you go to like the DSPs, like the only one that is really easy to take a look at, like the credits is Tidal, right? Tidal's the only one.
Tidal's the only one now that really clearly has the credits.
Right.
That's dope.
And it's important.
Exactly. Yeah.
When we talk about something later, I'll explain to you why it's just as important. Because Tidal showed me something that made me elated. So yeah, fuck Young Thug.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. And it doesn't help that I don't like his music, right?
and look, and I bet you he's in the space he's in now because now he's fully actually enunciating. So I bet you he thinks he's better now that we can understand him. Still doesn't matter.
I can't say fuck him. I can't say fuck him.
I can. It's a snore.
I can't say fuck. But I'm just looking at him as a child. He's a fucking child. I'm not a child. So when I look at him, it looks like somebody for reaching out for attention. So if Andre calls him tomorrow, they will do a song. They will do a fucking song. It's not. It wasn't one of those things like if I see Andre in the street, I'm gonna fuck him up and all this other shit. It was just like, why the fuck isn't he not reaching out to me and shit? Like he does not know how. Like you just said, he just learned how to articulate.
Is a child though.
He's a fucking compared to you and me.
He's a child.
He's a child.
30.
No, he's about 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
early 20s.
Yeah, he's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Young Thug.
Yes.
Look it up.
Young Thug is 29. Young Thug is 29 years old.
I thought it was young. Okay.
But he's 29 and young. No,
I can't run with that.
No, this nigga just learned how to speak legible.
He really learned how to enunciate in like the past year.
He just started being, I can understand what he's saying and shit on a record and in real life and shit. So all I'm saying is like he's not really the most, the smartest nigga in in the world and shit.
I bet you he's one of those Atlanta niggas that's like Ludacris is the GOAT.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? I came in on the right part. What you say?
Because I really believe on an age group thing that who's the GOAT to your mind based under your location really kind of changes. Like I'll give you a perfect example. Our age group and me being from the DMV, it's not like my first goal is to say Wale is the GOAT. There's a kid somewhere out in this county somewhere. No.
Take me out.
No. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm saying there's a confirmed 23, 24-year-old kid that feels that way. But me in my 30s, that might not be where I stand.
It shouldn't
be one of those kids that's like, Jermaine Dupri isn't the shit, but Ludacris is.
You know who says Wale is the GOAT?
Diz.
Wale?
No, niggas that wear
other
brush
than
boots.
Diz.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas that wear brush boots and
I want to make it very clear. I am not a Baltimore person. I am very much a PG person. So
niggas that wear brush boots and got their onesie tucked in.
Yes.
With their socks.
Deeply sucked into the stuff.
Diz.
Living in a fantasy.
I think for Young Thug, I think a lot of what's going on is, and I've learned that these newer artists have this 5-year window of thinking their legacy after 5 years, but they're not realizing it's just impressive you stuck on for 5 years, 5, 6 years. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't really legendary yet.
There was a lot of Diz slander, but this nigga is literally dressed like Wale in the video. Minus dreads, nigga.
In what video?
Garcon and a motherfucker.
In what video?
You look just like that nigga in the video, nigga.
In what video?
I don't know, nigga, but you
Oh, Wale video.
He don't even know. He don't even know the video.
All you need is dreads. Look by no hands, nigga. I don't know.
Look by no hands.
I swear I'll fight you. I swear I'll fight you. So this is the thing. But this is the thing though. People like Thug kind of got like his status. He's like certified because he kind of is the face of a sound. You see what I'm saying? Like he made it. Yeah, Wayne kind of. I'm not gonna say created it. Wayne made it popular, but Thug got it popping.
I'll give you that.
So he like this nigga is damn near like a legend kind of figure in that sound.
Hold on. So he basically saying all these niggas from the T-Pain tree, right?
T-Pain
sort
and
of.
Tree.
It's a marriage between them two.
And then you got between who?
The T-Wayne tree. I am not listening to anything.
It's Wayne, T-Pain, and then
Kanye.
3 Stacks.
Kanye too.
Nah, because Kanye don't got a tree. Pause.
Whoa.
All them kid cutting
No. The label is the tree. Kanye's not the tree.
He's not the tree.
He's not the tree. You're right.
Because Ye pulled from Cudi.
Yes.
And then Ye pulled from T-Pain.
Yes.
Well, because that's why him and Drake don't get along, because they they are heavily influenced by current music and their past and what's coming up next.
Him and Drake don't get along because Drake is like great.
What's that nigga from Houston, Astro World? I think Kanye.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that nigga.
like
this nigga's a legit big ass artist. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said that nigga from.
Of these little kids, yo, I had a rough go meeting Travis the first time, but in the bigger picture, album wise, of these young kids, Rodeo and the one right after it, I really did like, and I really did like Astro World.
After Rodeo,
hold on.
That's that Kanye tree though.
Is the one after Rodeo?
Is Astro World?
Yeah.
Oh, Astro. Yeah. My bad. It is Astro World.
Look at it this way. Really, the tree is Mike Dean. It's not Kanye. Mike Dean's the tree. You mean?
I give you that.
They're all that.
It's all.
So who started this alternative rap shit?
We're gonna give it. We're gonna give it to Outkast because Outkast got the.
We're gonna give it to Outkast.
I'm gonna tell you why, because they got the category created in the Grammys. They're the group that forced us to get alternative hip hop thing. They're the one visibly. Before them, plenty, but they're the one that turned the page because everybody else is too R&B. D'Angelo, Badu, insert another.
That's why we fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
saying? Thank you. I am Welcome to Shazam, and I am your Black Nardwar.
Nigwar.
Don't say
Nigwar.
Represent her cheeks.
That will be my opening every time I visit you guys now.
Oh shit!
Always double A.
Outstanding.
Shut the fuck up.
Somewhere, I'll be honest. Somewhere between the Neptunes and Outkast, they'll probably get the throne of making it public to be alternative.
That's the tree.
How about Devin and Dude?
So who comes up off of that?
A weed rapper in my heart. He's like my favorite weed rapper. I don't know. Maybe De La. De La might be an earlier start.
How about Tribe?
Look at it this way. Any hip hop act that ends up with Gorillas later probably started a wave first. So let's say De La.
So, but yo, that tree is kind of weird because it's a lot of niggas under that tree. Right. Because you can if you're gonna say Outkast, you can say
we could say Native Tongues, really, if we want.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. So who
De La might be an earlier start.
Who branches from?
Look at it this way. Any hip hop act that who comes off from Tribe?
Who comes from the Native Tongue tree? That's still on that side of that's still on that tree.
Hold up, but that's why I was saying Kanye is part of that consequence. That nigga. You know what I mean? Like that's
So nah. Q-Tip is the GOAT.
Tip is the GOAT.
No, don't say that. I won't let you pause yourself.
Come on,
pause yourself. Pause yourself.
His name is Tip.
Q-Tip.
Thanks, Q-Tip.
And Tip is and shit. We all come back full circle.
That's what we do.
We done brought it back full circle.
Infinity Stones, man. We brought it all back, man.
What I'm saying is who would come from the Native Tongue tree, but is still connected to what like an Outkast vibe? Kendrick Lamar.
So hold up. So when you ask that, are you asking like in a sense like Outkast is original, like nobody
current now?
Yeah,
that's why you pose.
If that's one of the grandparents or the great grandparents or whoever planted the seed,
I want to say Earth Gang.
I never listened to him.
I want to say Earth Gang. I want to say I say that probably more because I initially feel like I want to say J. Cole, but I think I say J. Cole because J. Cole chooses to have a tempered, conscious thing about it. It's not like Common. It's not like outright. It's more about taxes or like getting robbed while you live in a nice neighborhood. Like I think there's a different sensibility. I think the real question is who is if we look at what our trees look like, right? You always want better for the next generation after you, right? So the real point is who is the most evolved hip hop artist now that comes from a constricted alternative thought before, who has the freedom of mind to do it now? That leads me to Kendrick. That leads me to Kendrick a little bit.
It's a music theologian and shit.
Yeah, I was going to go to musicology. Don't get it fucked up. Oh yeah,
what does theologian mean? What does that mean?
Like yes. I don't know. That's what the pastor go to theology school, nigga. I don't know.
I didn't know. No, I'm legit. That's a legit question. I didn't know.
Yeah, like a theologist is the person who has like a PhD level about religion.
Right.
Like the history and anthropology of religion.
Now, why would you be that?
Because ethnomusicology is the anthropology of music. And so I could, like, for me, I can explain to you things that, like, us being from Baltimore, DC is a perfect example. Like, most people don't realize that most of our slaves that aren't Indian from here are from the Congo, if you're born and raised from the DMV, specifically. And the Congolese and the Mali, they're drummer tribes, got migrated to Maryland and Virginia, and that's how we have go-go. The ones that migrated further up to Baltimore is how we actually ended up with club the way you know the drum sequences. It's all migration and it's all history and it's all the same instruments.
This nigga is Nigwar.
Yeah.
Nigwar.
Hi, welcome to Vancouver, British Baltimore.
Yeah. So for a lot of reasons, I always joke with people because I say, like, when people ask me what's one of my favorite like songs from home, I always say Thug Passion, because Thug Passion is literally under like Congolese drum patterns, and lyrically, it's really close to a spiritual.
Thug Passion.
Thug Passion. I literally to this day, I've always said when I have my own tour, when I have my own real tour, and I come back to Verizon MCI Center, okay, I will have Thug Passion play. Honestly, it's probably one of the most uplifting songs that people don't pay attention to. So
give me some of that Thug Passion.
I love it.
This is my favorite version.
Yo, you ever heard of a black man that says where we go, people know no matter where we go, the grass is always green? Come on, yo. Black people don't say that to each other enough, yo. It matters. Just saying.
I'm gonna take that.
It's important, yo. It's one of my favorite lyrics ever, besides a Prince lyric. That's it. So you know,
Go-Go sucks.
This nigga.
But I will say, in the essence of newer artists and this relationship to trees and things, I think a thing that people aren't paying attention to in the open door we're making is the things we're getting away with. Like Kendrick's a great example, yo. Kendrick had that whole damn album was like a testament to being an Israelite, and then said it.
True.
And then got nominated for it.
True.
Okay. Electronica literally has Farrakhan all the way through that album, to a point that I'm so surprised that people are like, you literally let an Israelite get a Pulitzer Prize.
Yo, you know the only thing missing from Kendrick album and shit is the nigga said, "Open up John 3:16."
Right.
Them niggas
Right.
wild as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Why they always got a nigga that can't read too? Read that shit, yo.
And them niggas is
but I feel like I look at it this way. I feel like everybody tries to do the interlude, like like all of the interlude stuff. I think comes from Big Rube. I think these kids get it from subconscious Big Rube interludes. You don't look, if you were not into the last black poets and shit, you probably ain't heard poetry till Big Rube.
You was just talking that shit the last time you know what? I see you bringing that shit back full circle.
Musical theologian.
Thank you.
Theologian.
I am the Shazam for
That's a good word. That's a good word.
If you make that an AKA, you got to give me my credit.
I will. I will. I will probably have a couple reverends insulted by the title, but I will make sure to explain.
As long as you don't pass the what is that shit called? The virtual offering, we should be straight.
Hey man, listen. When I realized that was going down, I said it. I was like, "That's brilliant." I'm not even going. And there's certain things where I'll be like, "That's a damn good hustle," and then there's some things where I'm like, because I never had the relationship to tithes and things like that, and I know that it's an attachment thing for some people, and some people really have their progress attached to giving back. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I kind of respect not taking that from them, but you know,
this is my question.
Niggas getting 10% from their 10%. Boy, this
is my question. So if a nigga, pardon me, if a pastor opens up a church in DC, can he sell weed out of his church?
Ooh, gift it, baby. Gift it.
Yeah.
Gift it.
Yo, I don't understand why that would have like
I-71.
I understand why they don't have go-go in. You know what I mean? Like, do they have go-go in the
Yes.
For real? In the church?
Yeah.
Oh man, what the fuck I've been missing out on, man? God damn, I need to go to DC church, man.
Cranking for Christ, baby. Cranking for Christ.
Beating his feet.
Niggas say cranking for Christ.
I am texting that right now. Cranking for Christ.
So it's like my man Jesus Christ, like Jesus Christ, like so niggas. Jesus Christ,
Jesus Christ.
Hey yo,
niggas beating their feet. I'm sorry.
I got a question about Servant Mike is the dude's name, right? The Jesus Christ, that dude. His name is Servant Mike.
Okay.
Now when he get to breaking it down, right, and he get past his catchphrase, and then he start going into like articles like helmet of knowledge, belt of destiny. Like, are these legit religious relics, or is he making that up?
So
it don't matter.
You put on the armor. You put on the armor of Christianity, and so it's like it's basically help you to remember how to walk as a Christian. So it's chest plate of righteousness. You put on your chest plate of righteousness. You put on your helmet of whatever, and it kind of like helps you in your. It's like it's a metaphor.
Like gridiron, like some gridiron.
I guess so. He's not making that stuff up. There's reference to these, like, yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you fuck with it. You fuck with it.
I think it's. I'm talking about this. He ain't making it up.
No, it's not made up. It's some shit that's in the Bible, my nigga.
You fuck with it. Fuck it. Leave that shit alone. I don't want to talk about religion right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Sunday, everybody live good, man. Eat food.
Yo, so all right, let me ask niggas. We talked about it a bit, man. How do niggas spend their Thanksgiving?
My aunt refused to let anyone in the house. No one's really been over there this whole pandemic. So she sent a group chat out, text us everything that was made. Text me what your plate is. It'll be outside in a bag with your name on it.
Wow.
So I sat down here and ate. I think my mother sat upstairs and ate, and then everybody else went to their own homes and ate. No games over here.
I went to my sister's house. You know what I'm saying? I got three. I mean, well, I got. What the fuck do you call nieces and nephews all together and shit?
Nieces and nephews.
No, I mean, like, is it a thing for all of them?
Is it like a title for all of them? No, I don't think so.
Whatever.
My sister's little niggas.
Right. So whatever. I just went over there, you know what I'm saying? I cracked on my niece for like, you know what I'm saying, like a good 30 minutes. We had a good cracking session. And that's it. Had a good time.
Man, my aunt made us all trays of food, and nigga, they picked it up.
Shit was good.
Shit was hitting. Slapping. She made some seafood stuffing, motherfucking prime rib and shit. It was hitting.
Dang.
Home and eating. That's about it, nigga. What? When no football, Ravens game got pushed back. So.
Again.
Damn.
So.
My sister's little niggas. I like that. That's
shout out to Kyle.
Bro, Mac, what was your turkey day like?
Ass.
So is that what you did, or that's how it was?
Nah, that's how it was. I normally do my runs and shit on Thanksgiving. So I went for my run. Nigga getting old, legs bad. Had to cut it short. Brought it back home. Said, "Fuck it, let me go get something to eat." Went to get me something to eat. Daughter call. Hey, can you pick me up? Like, God damn, I ain't even get to, you know what I mean? Get a plate started.
He was mad at his daughter.
Go, yes, nigga. Get to pick my daughter up. My daughter running down all the fly shit that she had to eat. Like, motherfucker. She's like, yeah, we had this, nigga. I ain't had shit. Go on my way. Aunt called me like, Ed, come over. We watching the football game. Like, I don't want to sit with y'all old motherfuckers, but I go over there anyway. Sit down, have me a nice Mountain Dew. Go back, time to go home. So I ain't really get, you know what I'm saying? Shit was whack, man.
You had Mountain Dew for Thanksgiving, yo?
I had a Mountain fucking Dew, and it was warm, nigga.
Oh,
You ever had
I
a warm
also
Mountain
found out
Dew?
this year my black card must be questioned. I did not know that there's a potato salad Thanksgiving plate. Niggas is potato salad folk.
What you mean?
So
There's not mashed potatoes. People have potato salad.
Instead,
shout out,
yes.
Shout out to my brother.
Pew.
He asked early in one of the chats that we in about what was different on niggas' plates. Like he wasn't like I think the article of food that he wasn't sure about was like sweet potato casserole, right?
What do you mean by sweet potato casserole?
So sweet potato casserole is when they mash the sweet potatoes up and they put the sugar and the butter and the cinnamon and then
marshmallows
on top.
Yeah.
That sweet potato casserole.
Just making sure.
So he was like, "Yo, outstanding."
Don't you respectfully me, nigga? Don't you respectfully me?
Don't nobody cook paper. So he was like, "Well, because I didn't grow up in a house with sweet potato casserole. My granddaddy just made sweet potatoes with the yams. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with my grandmother, which is my father's side of the family. It was just the sweet potatoes,
Facts.
Docked it up. So that was a new article of food when I married, into that family. And I'm thankful because if you had my wife's, man, when she make that listen, it's serious. But anyway, it's like culturally, it culturally isn't even where we start. Thanksgiving is different from household to household.
It's like food pairings or whatever. Like, I mean, although I don't eat this shit right now, but I was just having a conversation with somebody like, yo, you either the nigga that eat ham and sweet potatoes and shit, or you the turkey and mashed potatoes.
Thank you. Yo, there is no blend. You're one of the it's mashed potatoes, turkey, or yams and ham.
Right.
So I just read an article.
I don't do ham.
Black people.
I love bacon, no ham.
Black people in Maryland eat sauerkraut. That's not a black thing. I mean, it's a German thing.
For real?
It's a German Maryland thing.
But black people in Maryland are like they have a tradition of eating sauerkraut at Thanksgiving. But other places outside of Maryland, that shit. I thought everybody did this.
Nope.
Shit.
And do you know that our area has a higher like I didn't know this. I thought I was just a random person that liked Reubens. I didn't know that was like a DMV thing because black people have sauerkraut around, and that's why we have ever had any relationship really to sauerkraut from a Reuben. Like even if you get cabbage and potatoes, it's not the same. Right. But I found out it really is an East Coast thing, like a Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia.
Delis.
Yeah, anyway, you got like Jewish folks and stuff. You gonna have pastrami and
y'all niggas like coleslaw?
Nope.
Yes.
I love coleslaw.
What?
Oh,
yes.
You a coleslaw nigga? You a coleslaw nigga?
I fuck
with
this way, nigga. This way, nigga. When I'm gonna keep it a buck. It used to be a like a mom and pop deli in Bethesda that used to make these barbecue chicken sandwiches and put coleslaw on top of it. Shit was insane, and I didn't eat
like a
coleslaw
South Carolina kind of thing.
Until they introduced it. I didn't eat coleslaw like that. This shit was insane. You hear?
So nobody went to Clovis.
You talking about like a sweet coleslaw, or you talking about like it's a more vinegar based?
Nigga, I don't know.
So y'all don't go to Clovis and get a jar BQ, nigga?
I've never been to Clovis.
Where?
You live by Clovis and never been to Clovis?
I know it's right up the street. Never been.
Clovis is a barbecue spot. They got mad whiskeys too. They got over 100 different whiskeys.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I tell you this much though. My aunt thought she was gonna go through Thanksgiving with no stuffing out here.
Who the fuck don't eat stuffing on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, the game fucked up. She thought she was really gonna get it to like dodge us till Christmas. So when she put the list up of it, I noticed it was no stuffing because I can fucking read. And I set my plate list. I put stuffing on it.
This nigga.
Text me. Like, right, what the fucking problems you see?
I hear that shit.
Then my uncle said it too. Stuffing.
It's just like everybody cook the regular shit regular. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This nigga is a headless body, yo. This nigga talking. His mouth ain't moving.
Oh.
Why?
Head detective.
Why?
Oh no, not the
Why?
Wax headroom and shit.
Hey, yo, apparently Brother Brock has been caught up in the Matrix. I'm going to leave his picture up in memoriam.
I don't need this.
Why?
Y'all look like Kimbo Christ and shit.
Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me.
We can hear you.
Man,
however,
niggas, man.
Like, you really doing the little loot dude and shit.
Yeah. Yo, all right, man. So, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, that's going to take us into this week's Shooting the Five.
Hashtag ST5, hashtag Shoot the Five, at Where's Buffy on everything, where'sbuffy.com, at Where's Buffy on Twitter, at Where's Buffy on Instagram, Where's Buffy all on the bottom of your too much mayonnaise coleslaw.
All right, man. Top 5 things that we are thankful for. As I set it off,
it's all the same.
I'm gonna be thankful that I actually was able to see family on Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I actually got out of the house for a second. I'm also thankful I don't work retail because I've lived that life before, and that'll ruin your Thanksgiving. I am thankful for my wife's sweet potato casserole. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's delicious. Yeah, no. I ate before we got on, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to be healthy because a lot of niggas ain't. And number one thing I'm healthy for is illegal boxing pay-per-view streams.
Allegedly.
Who's next?
I am incredibly thankful for not seeing my family this Thanksgiving, because that means that it's another day that we are all healthy. I'm also very thankful to be home as long as I have been. It took 10, 11 months for me to get there, but I'm normally not home for major family events, triumphs, struggles, the rest. I'm normally not physically here to be helpful. So to be home, to be able to be a hand, I'm very thankful for. That's normally removed from my world. I'm very thankful that this presidency is going to turn. I'm very thankful I got to see this firsthand. I'm incredibly thankful that I have gained better self-awareness of myself and self-care and self-resilience in this. And I'm even happier that a lot of people of color are learning about their own self-care and self-awareness in this time. You have no other choice,
Facts.
quite frankly. And last but not least, I'm never thankful for the Redskins, so I guess I should say I'm thankful the Undertaker did his whole ride. Yeah, fuck the Redskins. Fuck the Redskins. I'm very thankful that the Undertaker got his ride, and I'm very thankful that I got to see Paul Bearer one more time.
All the holograms.
Yeah, man. Literally, I loved horror movies as a kid, but I think I even got into wrestling because he scared the shit out of me. But Paul Bearer was worse.
Facts.
Paul Bearer was the nail in the coffin. So, yeah.
I would say family, my house, my job, my health, and then the future shit. Shit is coming in the future, my nigga. So,
yeah, I figure we will all have something similar. Yeah.
Get your boss.
Spend time with more time. Well, since the COVID virus, spend more time with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, be more hands-on. I'm thankful that Target got them teas back in stock. You know what I mean? I'm thankful that I can provide for my family. I'm thankful the majority of my family has avoided COVID. Because some of these niggas be moving out and about and shit. But I'm thankful for everybody straight.
You know who you are. Nigga. Hey, you know.
Get him out of here.
Put your ass down, nigga.
Sit down, son.
And I know exactly who y'all are.
Sit. Y'all sit down.
Ass bitches.
Please sit down because that's fucked up what you doing.
Super
Message.
Super spread.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Shit. What was I gonna say? That's it. I think that might be 4, but that's it. I'm thankful that we all on my people are on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit like Did said for the future. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody.
I'm thankful for Brock. You know what I'm saying? He is not here, and we gonna let him get in.
Wow.
We gonna let him get in.
Yes, he got about some minutes. So.
Hey yo, you said yo, can I get an hour and a half?
Wow.
Hour and a half.
Let me get this 30-minute card.
We got prepaid internet, yo. He's out here looking filthy.
Wi-Fi.
Yo, and it usually does not take us this long to get to this segment, but it's going to take me into my favorite segment.
Oh shit!
The release.
We'll get screech out
like that.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yo, you can't lean over top of the camera like that.
Hey, I'm telling you, you all should not have invited me twice.
It's creepy.
Big fault. Y'all, don't tell me I got room to be myself. Tell me. I'm going to release too. I have an incredibly hilarious sex release story. I'll give you another time. Please get to the album release or your song.
Yeah. Look at him.
Welcome back. Welcome
back. They released him from the fire.
Prepaid internet.
Got the internet.
Right on time, J-Bo.
100%, man. Hey, before we get, I guess, into the release, did you have your Shootin' the 5 broccoli 5 things you were thankful for?
Oh shit, we did that? Okay, yeah. So happy for my family and friends that did get COVID, you feel me?
Damn.
Cell phones, nigga. Niggas got cell phones and shit.
He lying. That nigga lying.
Can't be too happy about cell phones right now because my shit acting wicked. You know what I mean? My head grew back with the JBL, you know what I'm saying?
JBCL.
JBCL, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga said the JBL.
I'm happy niggas getting shape ups, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you look at the 70s, niggas ain't get shape ups and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was
man, it's hard. Ooh, man, ain't nobody
Theo Huxtable didn't have a line.
I don't even know what they asked the barber for.
But he was a doctor. That shit canceled out.
And I'm also happy for the news alert, nigga. Some nigga went through my car and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't take shit because I don't have shit in my car.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
What the fuck? Where you live at? I know where you live at, but that's crazy. that shit fucked me up. Yo, I'm like, yo, all my shit on the fucking seat, nigga.
Yeah. I honestly think it's somebody. I think it's one of my people. Be honest with you, because every time they get to the ID, they leave the ID out and don't touch nothing.
Oh, they try to send you a message.
Like, nigga, lock your door.
Lock your door.
No, yo, but that shit foul, yo, because I'm like, damn, do I really be leaving something in my car? Do they really got something, or do they think I'm a bitch? But at the same time, I'm just saying, like my shit was outside my house.
No, I think it's the opposite. Niggas get to go through your wallet. Oh no, this the old shit. No, I'm gonna leave them alone.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what it is? It's this. They just check. They walk up the street and check doors.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've been living here a long time. Ain't anybody ever did that to me. But I get in the car, my nigga. I'm going to get coffee and shit. I look over and there's everything in my glove compartment on the seat. I'm like,
yeah.
Was I drunk? I ain't drank nothing last night. Like,
it's normal. Niggas go through my car like, oh.
Well, why does anyone think there's anything in the box?
Yo,
it's never in the box. It's in the back seat.
It's never in the box.
I'll be putting pennies and shit in my little, you know what I mean, my little stash and shit. Nigga just threw the pennies all in my in my seat and shit.
Next time, bitch.
Nigga ain't take the penny. Nigga ain't take nothing.
You know, with these brownies,
Nigga ain't take nothing. They just disrespected me, yo. They just violated me, yo. I'm like, all right, man. God damn. I'm like, is this a woman? But I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, man. We're gonna jump into the release. We're gonna keep it with Brother Brock. Brother Brock, what you got?
I got Killer by Juicy J, beating Conway. And I'm happy that Conway is out here proving that he can rap on any motherfucking track, do anything he want to do. And that shit is hard as a motherfucker, you know what I mean?
That record is extremely hard. It definitely bangs in the whip.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple interesting records on that Juicy J, yo. I normally wouldn't peep a Juicy J release, but I'd be looking through the releases on Friday on Tidal, like
that nigga don't go to the strip club.
I definitely don't. Last time I was in the strip club, it was cuz
niggas went through your car.
That wasn't my car.
For real? You being serious?
Yes.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, somebody busted. Yeah. Shout out to
Face Light.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. It's not Fuego. What's the name of that spot? Might be Fuego.
Yeah.
Fantasies?
Might be.
No, not Fantasy. No? In PG County.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Brother Diz, what you got for the release, man?
Man, Lil Wayne just dropped No Ceilings 3.
This nigga really did this shit.
No Ceilings 3 by Lil Wayne. Go check it out.
Is it good?
Now
it's all right.
Oh shit! What song you like the best, yo? What's your favorite song?
The one the Pop Smoke beat. I know.
Big bail right there.
Oh shit!
You niggas is the feds. Brother Matt, do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna run with Benny. Benny dropped Famous, the video for Famous this week. Shout out to Benny. You already know how everybody feel about Benny. That's what it is. It's shorter than the actual song, but still, shit's hard.
Nigga, get better, man, and happy birthday. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually funny because I be doing releases on my show and I haven't done one in some weeks. So I guess it's only fair to kind of say two that I have. First off, James Blake did a cover of First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, and it's beautiful. So I always got to give something different, and then I got to give you something black because I am very tired of black people only talking about black music all the time and not listening to other things. So that's the other for y'all.
That's us.
And then the St. John Smack DVD give it a listen. You might like it. Anything's better than the performance last night.
This nigga was just talking about him earlier.
Shaquille Sunflower.
St. John has the machine behind him at this point. They are trying to give us St. John.
Yeah, he got some decent shit. I ain't gonna.
That's Biggs Burke's artist.
Who?
Yes.
Biggs. That's Biggs artist.
Yes, Biggs artist.
Okay. He's got a certain plug podcast wise that we're all familiar with. So we for my release this week, I went with Dave Chappelle's Unforgiven.
Yeah.
So
yes,
Dave dropped about a 20-minute clip. And I don't know if it's funny he titled it. I thought that was interesting. Called Unforgiven, where this nigga been dropping gems for forever at this point. He talks about, and he brought this up at SNL, but he talks about the Chappelle Show going to Netflix and getting, him not getting any money for it. And he broke down the contract situation. And he started talking about the thing that I love to talk about, which is should and is, right? So what is now is that he signed a contract, in a situation he was in when he was a younger guy. And it put him in a situation, in a space where they are literally using his likeness and his work
Yep.
to get a great deal of money for him. And it's perfectly legal. You know what I'm saying? That's the
He signed that contract. And most importantly, the best part about that stand-up is the constant emphasis on, I knew what I signed.
Mhm.
I know what the contract is and the rest of it.
Can I ask you where can I find it at?
Instagram. Yeah,
the special is on Instagram.
No, it's just a 20-minute blip. Yeah, just like he did, just like he did the 8-minute 40-second one on YouTube.
Right.
He's not giving a fuck about, and Netflix is giving him free roam. Now, just so y'all know, you can call me a theologian all you want. I actually went to school for intellectual property, and I'm quietly been studying the LSAT this whole pandemic for this fucking reason. And I love intellectual property stuff. This is the shit I be talking about. Meg Thee Stallion tried to walk out of that contract with that label because she got that Roc Nation deal. You are a bitch because you should have finished your contract. They were owed their money from what you did for them, and then clean slate when that was over. This is a clean slate for him, and he's got room to talk shit.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that Dave has any quiet rivalry with Kevin Hart?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No.
I think not at all.
No, he's missing him on his own special
because he's the most popular. So Dave. I'm sorry, Kevin
Dave
Hart
can talk shit about all these other people because he ain't been caught. So
say it again.
Dave shit can talk shit about all these other comedians because he ain't never been caught. He's like
what?
Obama, clean 8 years.
He just got caught up with he spoke about it, but he got caught up with Iggy Azalea and shit.
Yeah, but you notice if something really isn't true, if something really isn't true, you never really speak on it or give it air. So just think about that.
He said it was true.
Of course, it was on the stand-up.
No. Like you can tell that joke on the stand-up was the lead up into what he's gonna build it into later.
No, G.
Listen, the day that Azalea put out a story about being at a party and Russell Crowe spit on her and RZA didn't defend her, everything after this come out of her mouth is fact. And that's what I want to give her.
The wildest story of all time.
It's real. Yeah, man.
The RZA.
Yeah.
Nigga, who was invited to that party?
What's RZA's real name? Shit.
Rector.
That's Rector, nigga. I don't know what the fuck is David.
RZA Rector, nigga.
But I like that.
That's nasty.
I like that. I mean, most people don't have the audacity to shit on Viacom, and most people really don't have the gall to shit on HBO. And I'm glad that he spoke on all of it because, quite frankly, between this stand up and the interview with David Letterman, you shouldn't ask any more fucking questions why the show ended. I thought Dave poked that bear too tough.
I ain't see it.
But see, a lot of that is like Black people don't give a fuck. Like Black people accept, what's going on. We understand.
Accept anything. That's
but I'm just saying he done said it enough times in code language that we understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to wear a dress. They want other comedians to wear a dress, or this is happening, or that's happening, or if they get this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't said it a couple. He said it with Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Like
you never hear an artist or any creative actually say, "Please boycott my stuff." That's
some ill shit, though. That's some ill shit right there.
And it takes a lot of balls to sit down and settle yourself with that because but it's true. The revenue that will come from this, he's not going to see.
But that lets you know how fucking ill somebody is.
That's
right. I don't even need you to buy my shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The irony of that of this situation coming on the heels of actually, what happened to Taylor Swift, and her whole catalog is owned by someone else. So
but Taylor with that whole thing with Scoot was a whole dumbass thing that she magnified, just like the Kanye thing. It was a different charity case for a different kind of thing. You know who did this right with their issue? JoJo. JoJo did it as smoothly as she could. She's contractually bound for that first album. That's a classic. Can't put it on streaming services like Aaliyah because
JoJo,
JoJo, the white singer girl,
the white chick.
Oh, okay.
So what she did is she a couple years ago re-sung the entire first album. She was like 13, 14 at the time. All of that money comes back to her. It doesn't sound different. It doesn't sound like whatever. Taylor Swift is kind of supposedly in the process of trying to do the same thing.
Yep.
Of trying to just like re-record it so it's a clean slate for that. But Dave's thing is, and you can see it, is that you can tell that he doesn't want to be the leader of a movement. He's made that clear. He doesn't want to be the mouthpiece. And he also doesn't want to be, you can tell he doesn't want to be the push for the culture this way anymore. And these HBOs and Viacom are trying to do it.
But the thing is, no matter what he wants to be, is becoming that, you know what I'm saying? Because like he's the only person qualified at some points in times to have these platforms and say certain things. Like when he gets up there, you're like, this is who we want to speak and say certain things, you know what I'm saying? So
you can tell his SNL stand-up, Lorne Michaels never saw that stand-up before he went on. You could tell. You could tell he died all the way.
Nigga said nigga like 15 times.
Yeah, I literally counted and was like, nigga, can we do it on NBC now after midnight? Is that a thing?
That's
okay.
I enjoyed it
thoroughly.
Yeah, he got it. It was actually Paul
nigga.
Because it was Paul Mooney based because he talked about your nigga moment. And
true.
Paul
But
Mooney
am I wrong in thinking that like Dave is getting very angry in these stand-ups?
Yes.
And it's coming out, and you can tell he's drinking, and you can tell he's mad as shit, and it's not wrangled anymore. It's gotten sloppy since the
nigga smoked unfiltered cigarettes and shit.
The nigga literally says in the stand-up, he says before, when he was doing his show, when they called him a crackhead, he was a devout Muslim and didn't drink or smoke. And he drinks all the time now. Nigga, because he stole his effing stuff.
Because they pushed him to a point.
It's great though. We get the evolution. Yo, let me. Yeah, are you comfortable with saying that Dave Chappelle is the best comedian ever? Anybody?
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable with it.
It took me a really, really, really long time.
Who would you put there then? If you said you're not comfortable,
that's black.
No, just comedian.
Period.
Living or dead.
Oh,
shit. George Carlin or something?
Carlin. Without a doubt, Carlin.
Where would you have Bernie Mac?
That's a good.
Now we're talking freeze. So if you were to ask me who my favorite comedian is of all time, it's Robin Harris. It's my favorite of all time. And so from that extension, I'll always like Bernie Mac. But I know him from House Party. That's how I see him. That's how I view him. That's where he comes from for me. But on the essence of like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock come from a intellectual tree that Carlin's from, Lenny Bruce is from, Mooney's from. I don't put Pryor in it because Pryor is a specific storyteller kind of thing. And he's an observationalist, I feel like, kind of comedian. There's really not the moral to the story with those. And I think that the cleverness of Dave is how to start the story, do 20 different things, and pull you back to the moral. Thing. I think he's figured that out. So
those are dope rappers too.
Nigga,
I don't mean
this nigga said
jump like that.
I'm going to give you the punchline right now. Kicked her in the pussy. And then I'm gonna come back to that.
And I'm gonna come back.
And then I'm gonna come back to it. And you still laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I had a hard time erasing not Half Baked because I mean I like Half Baked a lot. But it's up because Half Baked was a Jim Brewer thing, I thought. I didn't know it was Dave's. And so deeper than that, it took me years to not see him as the dreaded nigga thrown in a piano by Eddie Murphy. It took me a long time to be like, how are you finding reverence in what's being said? I couldn't get past it. Because in my mind, I felt like any actor or any comedian that was clever like him, why would you put yourself in that visual perspective?
Well, hold up. You talking about career moves in movies versus like somebody being on the stage telling jokes.
Yes.
And I'll be hard pressed to find somebody if that's why I asked Colin. Colin will probably be the one like I say, okay, yeah. You know, that probably above Dave. Whatever your preference is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or viewpoint is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what's going to end up happening though is he's going to have to live up to his own idolism, and that's probably going to exhaust him in lack of interest of trying to keep up with that. Because the reason he's funny is because of the way that he thinks innately. It's just the way he views the world.
Yeah,
and then we'll say something about it. But I think him and Bill Burr are two that have really figured out in their genres how to make this witty, but how to make you think. Right. About what, but I like that Dave guilt trips Black people. I'm really happy about it every time he shades the shit out of us because a lot of times we're so ignorant to shit and we love it. Right. So to have someone that you paid money for tell you, yo, your ignorance is shameful, I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. Yes, tell us and tell us why.
Yo, so that is the release, and apparently we have to make some moves. Give me 1 second. But that is the release this week. So we're gonna go to this week's Who Won the Record, which comes off another album that dropped this week. And this album is probably the best album to come out this week. Is the Static Selector album. The Static Selector, quietly puts out like amazing mixtapes. Like
it ain't quiet at this point, yo. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I don't hear niggas talking about them joints, man.
Yeah, he's got a really good track. His last album that he came out with, I really liked. He was with Jordan Lucas called "Don't Run," and I really, really enjoyed it. I feel like I've learned that I like Alchemist on a production point because he makes it very well rounded. But Static Selector knows how to get a good hook out of a nigga on his albums. All the hooks are always.
Why you start bugging your eyes, nigga?
He puts together people who aren't necessarily going to he puts together people who don't match all the time.
Yes.
And this week we got Conway the Machine, 2 Chainz, Killer Mike, and Alan Kingdom on Play Around. Who won the record?
Titty Boy.
Yeah.
Really?
I kind of like Titty Boy's verse. I would give it to Conway, but I did kind of like Titty Boy.
Yeah, I got Conway.
So I before I press play on the record, I was like, it's gonna be Conway. Okay.
Right.
He's been killing everything until I heard Killer Mike. I thought Killer Mike wilded out on this record. And Killer Mike's got that voice, man. Killer Mike's got that voice, and I mean, with the little sped up flow or whatever, it kind of switches flow. I thought Killer Mike won the record. What is
I don't think nobody was trash. That's what I would say.
No,
nobody was trash. Niggas was out for blood. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what it is, yo. And I think Killer Mike's gonna be out for blood for a while because he's upset about getting the Run the Jewels record not being in the Grammy category.
Man, listen. Well, they're talking way too provocative on that joint. Let's just start there. And I really like the track that has Pharrell and Zach De La Rocha on it, but that hook is so too much for people to accept. You know what I'm saying? I figured that Run the Jewels album wasn't gonna make it. I figured it wasn't.
Yeah, I like the Run the Jewels album. I did not think it was supposed to be in the top 5 rap albums of the year, but I do feel like it had an argument. Before we get to that category, though, were there any other things in the Grammys that like niggas thought was messed up or had a problem with outside of best rap album category?
Oh, outside of best rap album? No, not really. Like I said,
I was really angry that The Weeknd wasn't up for best R&B.
No, it was not. No, it was not. It was a great concept of a theme for the album cycle. That album was not good. I don't care. I don't get it. For the umpteenth time, everybody can whine all they want and make this Grammy thing political. But for the umpteenth time, it is about the recording. It's not Billboard. It's not your fucking sales. It's not if we like you. It's none of that. It's if your peers thought the compositions you made sounded great. They don't.
I haven't heard the album, but a lot of I read an article that said that the sound is like teeters on like pop. So it's not necessarily like people don't feel like it fit an R&B category. So that might
agree.
But I haven't heard that.
But he didn't get any nominations.
He didn't get any. He didn't get any. And if for nothing else, I will say that I think The Weeknd fucked himself the moment he made his face known. Everything about The Weeknd that was the greatest was House of Balloons, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, all that shit when you had no idea what he looked like. And the further along this got, and the more the hair got cut, and the more he started fucking with models, the more diluted this came, to a point that the album is really, all the videos are just Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas off of a bad cocaine acid trip. That's it. And so for that's
interesting. Like a lot of artists do shit like that. Like remember her.
Yep.
Even Ghostface. Like Ghostface.
Her did it very clever. You know who really is going to be the one to win with that? What's the lady? What's the rapper lady chick with the ski mask bandana print, yo?
Kylie 47.
Her. She will go far because it's not about that. It's just not about what she looks like. And I like that her removed that first from her conversation. Now the girl got a glasses line.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bryson Tiller looked like either. So.
No, but he
I don't really think I do either.
He wasn't deliberately hiding himself.
True.
Her was like her album cover was a silhouette of her, and you just didn't see her.
But I've worked a lot of her tours, all the meet and greets. This is the best part of the meet and greets. Every time she does a photo, it's this.
Yeah.
Every photo with every person, and everybody does it. It's so clever how she figured out how to do it.
So effectively, she's Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yes, she is. She definitely is.
But remember, Ghostface, like, you know what I'm saying? Once the face got revealed, game got real. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was out here, mask on, like ski mask. I mean, not a ski, but stocking cap and shit.
The whole stocking on his face.
Yeah, like he wasn't trying to reveal his face and shit, you know. But
now
people do that.
Now you don't.
I mean, I think like even like I think Nikki's argument is a little more valid.
Nikki Minaj.
About being Bon Iver's album cranked. So there's just, and keep in mind when Bon Iver came out with that album for Best New Artist, he was also doing Lost in the Woods, like gave Lost in the Woods to Ye. So it was gonna align no matter how you sliced it. But for her, the record she was breaking, the album was good. But at the same time, because people focus on sports and I focus on the Grammys this way, the new best artist is the Madden curse. You really don't fucking want it. It's not good. Christina Aguilera is proof. Kelly Clarkson is fucking proof. Don't win it. Get nominated. Period. So,
when did best melodic rap performance come around?
Oh,
I think once it started blending enough, where all of these fuckers got a singer on the hook, you have to, because you can't put it in R&B. You can't put it in pop. I feel like.
I think that hurt Roddy Ricch this year.
Ooh, it might have.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt him because they just put him in. Pardon the expression. It put him in that box, and
that's good.
It wasn't on purpose, but it put him in there. And then when it came to, because people were going crazy for his music all year long, and he only made that melodic category. And that's going to take us into the best rap album category. It's been very, it's kind of been, I've heard young people complain, and I've heard old heads say this is the best or the closest to getting it right they've ever gotten.
I don't know about getting it right. What was the year? No. There was a nasty year a year or so ago, and it was like 444. It was, I think, a Cole album. It was no.
Kendrick probably won that shit.
Kendrick, I think, won that year, but that nomination was nasty. This one, I think.
So that year you're talking about it. What Kendrick won for Damn over 444, Migos Culture, and Layla's Wisdom, which was
all that shit was valid. I ain't gonna lie.
And Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy.
That was Culture 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get right with you.
Right. Go ahead. This year's nominees are D Smoke, Black Habit. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard the whole time. Jay Electronica, A Written Testimony. Royce the 5'9", The Allegory. Shout out to Fredro Starr. Nas, King's Disease, and Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist for Alfredo.
The only person don't belong, in my opinion, is I love Jay Electronica.
That album isn't good.
That doesn't belong there. You know what I'm saying?
It should not be there.
But
what?
Nah, it doesn't belong there.
The Royce don't belong either.
They should nominate Farrakhan. They should nominate Farrakhan for that shit.
I would definitely put all right. So the albums that deserve to be there are the Gibbs and the Nas.
Okay.
Clearly.
D Smokes wasn't
People
bad.
really went crazy for D Smoke.
Exactly. They just don't know. They don't know
crazy for the D Smoke. But the all the reviews for the D Smoke, people who have actually sat with it, everybody says it's good.
It's really good.
That's what I'm telling you, yo. Like I was trying to tell y'all niggas, y'all, you know what I mean? It's my moment. You feel me? I was just saying to y'all, you need to watch this show. This nigga's good. He's rapping in Spanish and in regular English and shit.
Hey, hold.
You know what I mean?
What other rappers that niggas listen to? The group of people you're talking about listen to rappers that rap in Spanish as well.
What?
That's a terrible selling. It's a terrible selling.
No,
point.
I'm saying not like
none of other rappers that we listen
not like
to.
Noriega and shit. Not like Noriega. Not like you know what I'm talking.
Like it's just him rapping in Spanish is just not a selling point.
No, it like you gotta listen to it to appreciate it because it's like this shit.
It is clever. It is clever
fly,
on the diversity thing. He really did figure out how to make sure that his Latin fan base had catchy ass hooks to rap with him, or like catchy lines to rap to. That it's not just us, and most people don't think that way. Now, I'm on my high horse about this electronica thing because I was not one waiting. I was not waiting. I wasn't excited. I feel like it sounded shelved. I feel like Big Brother Jay-Z made you do this album because your contract term and you sitting around just burning the money. But I think he did something clever with it. I've listened to it through the entire time. I've listened to that at least once a week.
Hold up.
Since it came out.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but the real reason that I like it, and the reason I like that it's nominated, and this goes back to title, and this is what I was waiting on. If you go back and look at the credits for the electronica album, under production credits, he has a la. Under some of the songs, under lyricist, he has a la. On some of the other ones, as a composer, he has a la. Now, no matter how you slice it, Farrakhan's nominated, right? That's but to literally give God the composer credit to your album is shit that no Black person has thought to do, and no one has the grace to do. The money's not going anywhere; it's not getting split to nobody. But to give that kind of reverence, for me, makes that album more enriched. It's like 120% through it. It's the same intent.
I actually like the project that Jay Electronica put out. I guess that Jay put out later in the year, a couple of like a month ago. I thought that was way better than what him and Jay put out.
I liked it. I thought it was too much Jay on the album for me. I thought it was way too much Jay. I was expecting it to just be electronica, and so that threw me off. Shiny Suit Theory, great beat though. Not gonna lie.
That beat is retarded.
Let's be 100% honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, some of y'all haven't heard some of the other albums or whatever, but come on now. We've all listened to Alfredo.
Listen,
you don't skip anything on fucking Alfredo.
No, you don't skip a thing on Alfredo. Now, for me, Alfredo is the reason I was over here shaking and dancing the way I was, because that album got me through this pandemic for fucking.
That is the best album released in 2020.
Look at me.
Knock on wood.
Alfredo is definitely the best album released in 2020.
Absolutely.
Here's the issue I have though. Why no Pray for Paris? You know what I'm saying?
I think Nas should have been moved, and Pray for Paris should have went in its place. And I am saying
I wouldn't say the Nas,
not Nas.
Not the Nas.
But see, this is the thing though. A lot of people do. I mean, it's a lot of music released throughout the whole year. You know what I'm saying? But there's also people doing a lot of posturing and politicking. So since Freddie Gibbs released Alfredo, I remember him consistently putting it in his social media. Album of the year, like him campaigning to the streets or whoever, you know what I'm saying, putting that message out there,
interviews and all of that. Yeah,
right. So I mean, Nas as well. Who else? I mean, I can't say the same thing for Royce. D Smoke was on fucking Netflix, my nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he's done interviews with Ellen. So I mean, we can argue other people had better albums and shit, but just like
on a composition point. Nothing touches Alfredo. Alfredo was consistent.
I'm just saying, like,
I think Royce is there. I think Royce is there as
because they mixed
up or Book of Ryan. Which is the same reason why Rhapsody was on the year that she was there.
Right.
Same thing. Kendrick won his shit after.
Same thing happened, and Kendrick, right. But I mean, that year that he actually won, he probably still should have won. But that was the same year. That was the year with Jay and Migos and rap. And Tyler, which a lot of niggas love Tyler. I
was hostile about Igor. That album, if you're talking about the evolution of an artist and seeing it improve, Igor like hit a real peak. I like Wolf, I like Cherry Bomb, but no, Igor.
Hold up though. If you're talking about Kendrick, if I would have put his albums together, he should have won from Good Kid, Mad City.
And everybody really feels that way.
If either one of those, like Good Kid, Mad City, what's the Pimple Butterfly, and
that was the year, but that was the year people went crazy for. And once the Grammy came up again this year, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis won for the Heist.
Right.
Yeah, and they started killing Macklemore again. He still like, yo, I said I was sorry the next day.
I'm telling you, to pimp was a beautiful alignment. Like, because I wasn't a super big, I was a Section 80, so I wasn't a super big Good Kid in comparison to Pimp and then Damn. And I was really on the campaign for To Pimp. And maybe because of the audacity of the Tupac thing later, but I am a big theorist about you will never get a Thriller if you don't love Off the Wall. I'm an advocate for that. And so everything comes back to Good Kid, even if you try to deny it.
Right.
So Damn is the best album though. So.
But hold up though. If you were a Kendrick fan and somebody's not a Kendrick fan, who would you refer to? What album would you refer him to?
Good Kid. Good Kid. You might as well. No. I'm sorry. I would do it to Section 80 because I really like Cartoons and Cereal.
Okay, all right. Like, Cartoons and Cereal. Oh man, that's dope. I love that shit.
Such a good song. Such a good song.
If I put my mom on the Kendrick, it's gonna be Damn.
Okay.
Because Damn.
I grew up in a P-Funk house. It's To Pimp to send to my mother. I'm in a P-Funk house. Big P-Funk house. Very necessary.
My mother is
that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I will admit, I mean, obviously, when it comes to Grammy talk, I normally people ask me my questions, and then I kind of pull out of it because I'm always the one that's heard a lot of the other categories. So for me, the Grammys really are about everything else that isn't on TV. And most people aren't talking about it. That the rock performance category is all women nominated this year. That is incredible. Fiona Apple's album should win every fucking thing.
Fiona Apple, she's still
Fiona Apple and Alfredo and fucking Pray for Paris are the three constant things
let me write that shit down.
Niggas, it's called Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Yes.
What?
Yes. It's so fucking good. It had to.
What's she doing with the bolt cutters? What?
Fetch the Bolt Cutters, yo. And it's very poor poetry slam. She's got a song called Shamika.
I was about to say, don't she got a black girl name on there? Like
Shamika's a whole NPR interview about it. Shamika is a story about a childhood friend, a girl she went to school with in middle school or something. She was getting bullied. And this black girl defended her defense and told her that she had potential. And she never forgot it. And so the hook of the song is, like, she talks about all these ways about women losing their potential and figuring out their self-worth. And the hook is always, Shamika said I had potential. Bump, bump, bump. Shamika said I had potential. So a lot of women are singing it to each other. I literally called a homegirl yesterday and was like, hey, Liz. She's like, Shamika said I had potential. Like, it's a movement with women now. She's a big part of our like, my age group. Her whole catalog is
It's rock, though? It's like a rock type song, or is it like more like a melodic?
It's more melodic. It's not slow. It's more upbeat and piano. It's very staccato piano, very acid jazz. The album's very static like that. It's good.
Gotcha.
Very good. And no one's listened to the Black Pumas, and I'm upset with Black people for that. Exactly. Who? And they're up for Record of the Year. They're up for Album of the Year. They're up for, I think, for maybe Single of the Year.
We're checking now. Like, don't get mad.
So,
no. I get hostile about it. I do.
So the problem is, though,
we black. We check it out.
See, but look. And for that being said, do y'all even know that Flying Lotus is up for Producer of the Year for one album? Everyone else that's nominated against him is up for 7 different tracks from 7 different artists. Flying Lotus, by his peers, nominated for that Thundercat album by himself. He better win.
Yo.
I
didn't know.
Dragon Ball Do-Rag and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga. Listen. So yesterday, I was playing that, and kind of I'll play it on YouTube and then let it run, and then start listening to like just whoever they play in relation to it. And I didn't skip a song for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, these niggas is cut from these niggas are great big fans. Like the Foreign Exchange, and they got it because this sounds like Nicolay production. You know what I'm saying? And then the album that I just heard from the young lady that Fonte executive produced the album. It all sounds like it comes from the same tree. And at this point, it's like, okay, so progressive R&B, with the exception of I think it's Janae Aiko, or however you say her name. Is like Chloe Haley, Free Nationals, Robert Glasper.
That Free National album.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They get nominated.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
They did, and they should. And listen, on site,
they should win some shit.
On site, Great song on that album. Great. And I hadn't heard really any JID, but his part on site is a hit. And the fact that they did an instrumental version of the album like Madlib and Freddie did, I'm a big advocate for that.
They need to win some for the Chronics joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they do.
That Chronics one was great.
Come on.
Two things. Chloe Halle was my release when it came out, and the second thing is Baltimore has a producer on the D Smoke album. Shout out to J Soul for putting me down. His name is like JK or something like that.
I think it's JK.
JK.
You talking about DK the Punisher?
DK
actually talked to and met at the Dilla joint playing beats.
Oh, nice.
The young boy. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you from Philly now, nigga?
No,
I will say to you guys, my honorable mention. It wasn't probably going to get nominated, but it should have. Excuse me. Nick Hakim's new album was fucking everything. It's a brother from like DC PG side of the world. Indie cat, a huge following, that Thundercat Fly Low kind of following, but he's really making some really enriched art video.
What's his name?
Is Odyssey on it?
Nick Hakim.
I
think on one of the first albums.
That sounds like a marriage.
Yeah, but he has a really good song on this new one called Kadir, and it's so fucking good. He did his album release on YouTube, and it's just like a record playing. It's beautiful.
Doesn't that mean like a cow and shit? And
Kadir?
I don't know.
I think it does mean something because
I know when you look at the Quran and shit, like it's something named after Kadir, I think. But anyway.
All right, so I guess there's nothing left to do but ask the question. All right, man, who wins best rap album? Who do you think is going to get the trophy?
No, hold on. Who do I think versus who should win?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. I think this is going to turn into another Nas affair, and it should be Freddie, without a doubt. For the peers who voted and for the people who listen, it should go to Alfredo. Period.
Brother Diz?
I think it should. No. It should go to Alfredo.
It will go.
It will go to D Smoke because that's something to be angry about. Like, you know.
Something to be angry about. I'm gonna say should Alfredo, but I'm gonna say it probably is gonna go to Nas. Nas doesn't have too much more time left. I mean, like, he's not like dying, or not like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, no, Nas never won a Grammy. Nas never won a Grammy, so I just think this is like a Susan Lucci type of moment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you for the Susan Lucci reference. Thank you, yo. Nobody hears that.
You gotta give him something. You know what I mean? Like,
when we started talking about this situation on the chat, you know what I mean? When we talking, this is exactly what I said. I said Alfredo here is the clear best album in this category.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling they gonna give Nas a you deserve this for your career award.
I like the album he did with Swiss better.
No, I thought this album was really good. I
like Illmatic. What the fuck?
I will say though, I am surprised that he didn't get any live performance nominations for that Kennedy Center run, because he could have got it for the live recording of the Kennedy Center.
Hold on. So do the like, if anybody knows, do the people that are nominated for the best albums, whatever, do they perform as well?
Yes.
So are we going to possibly
album normally performs?
Are we going to possibly see like Freddie Gibbs?
No. Album.
I was saying. Okay.
No. Album performs. I'm sorry.
That should be hard.
Yeah, it would.
The thing is you got to remember, we still in the Rona. We not getting regular.
Yeah. And apparently, The Weeknd had to choose between performing at the Grammys and the Super Bowl, and then that's also why he's feeling this is rigged, is because he opted out of the Grammy for the Super Bowl. Which I said, I'm biased, and I might.
What's his song from this album? No.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
The one where he gets in an accident.
That's about it. And can't do his face.
He got into an accident on the other shit, like the.
He sure did. There's always
he gets into a lot of accidents.
It's always a car accident.
Sniff wild coke and get into accidents.
And I will admit, I gotta give all glory to Doja Cat, yo. I've been following that little hoe for so long. I'm so happy for her.
Me too.
Because I'm a no police Doja Cat. So for me, this whole train, I'm so proud of her.
Move.
Showing.
Yo, I love Move. That's my shit to this day.
Chat rooms showing feet.
Yes.
Well, speak to the incels.
Yeah. See, but that's also a life of being considered another black person that's only found isolated environments to belong in. Like I said, I'm from Howard County, so if you think I haven't sat around a bunch of white folks cracking chainsaw nigger, if you think I haven't heard that in my life, trust me, you'll come across it.
I've heard that joke before.
Yeah.
Damn it, son.
Yeah.
I'm glad to grow up around niggas, man. I ain't mentioning that in my thankful shit, man.
But I am very happy for her. Say So is a great white classic for these folks, and I'm glad that it's the one that turned her around.
White classic.
The album was good, man. But the album Amala, or whatever before Amaya, that one's great. The whole album.
She's a great writer. I think I said that before.
Her EMA performance and switching up how she did the songs, the rock version. She's doing something for the light-skinned black kids that don't have anyone that look like them, and I like her for it. You can't keep putting it on Pharrell. There's no woman. It's not Khalees. We're bitter about her. So
not Kalani.
No.
Yeah, nigga, Sade is the OG.
Kalani not light enough. Damn, y'all niggas.
No, Sade is the OG light-skinned, mixed black chick.
She is the Mount Olympus of light. It's
this
her.
colorism is killing us. God damn.
Nigga, racism, man. What you talking about, yo?
So, I'm curious. I mean, I think it's Grammys are what, February?
Yeah.
February, January, something like that?
January, week after Super Bowl.
Okay. All right, man. So we'll see how it plays out. We will definitely be covering that, man. And that's going to take us into this week's Herbs Day.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Herbs Day. I like to keep y'all niggas alive during this COVID season. Goddamn, it's you on the screen, not me on the screen. So now it's me on the screen. You feel me? I want to bring y'all back to an old classic. I'm talking about ashwagandha. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking Indian ginseng, basically. You know what I'm saying? If you have not checked out my video before, you can go check it out on Herbs Day on YouTube. But it does a lot of good things for your immunity. A lot of y'all niggas want to be immune to a lot of shit these days. And you also want to have, you know what I mean, not do gas station dick pills and shit like that. And also be strong in the gym. This does a whole bunch of things because this is categorized as an adaptogen. So it does a lot of things to get your body normalized and as well boost you over the top. You know what I'm saying? So check out my video, and I will be updating that video because I was low quality. I was fucked up in the game at the point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I got better, you know what I mean? Better visuals and shit like that. I got y'all. Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
Ramba.
And that's going to take us into Diz on Sports.
Welcome to Diz on Sports, aka Sports in the Buff, aka the not so skinny on sports, a stripped down version of our normal sports segment. Here are the headlines. Nate Robinson has not yet woke up from getting his dick.
He needs some milk.
God. Damn.
There ain't, that was so shameful. That was so
I was rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We were rooting for you.
Yo, in NFL news,
shit.
In NFL news, COVID is really ramping up its efforts to kill all NFL players. 10 more positive tests, man. Steelers game and Ravens got moved back to Tuesday. So, man, I hope everybody gets well, man. Get well soon, man. The Saints don't give a fuck about masks, so they got fined and got a draft pick picking.
Damn.
So,
7th round, right?
Huh?
They got a 7th round.
Yeah, it wasn't like a 7th round, but still, draft picks are important.
I mean, Tom Brady was picked in the 6th round, right?
Yeah.
You never know. You might get a, you know what I mean?
You might get Tom Brady.
COVID quarterback.
Tom Brady. And the Broncos petitioned the NFL because they have no quarterbacks. All their quarterbacks got murdered in games. They wanted to start a fucking coach at quarterback.
Yeah.
A coach. Not Colin Kaepernick, who's working out every fucking day.
Yo, and the NFL said no.
So
I'm about to audition out that motherfucker, nigga. Give me a quick 100,000, nigga.
When's that game?
That'd be Sunday, right? Today.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Like, what is it? 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, but nigga, I guess wide receiver's gonna be starting. Somebody played quarterback in the JV. So we'll see how it goes.
Yo, whoever their running back is, start them fantasy right now.
Right. Yeah, man.
That is insane, man.
That is a second.
So hold up though. So
shout out to the hug fest that was Tyson Jones, by the way.
No. What I'm gonna say is like the niggas ain't the quarterbacks ain't out because of COVID. They out because they getting destroyed.
Correct.
Oh damn, that shit would have happened any fucking season. You just ain't. God damn, yo, that shit fucked up. That's mismanagement, yo. I mean, it's mismanagement. They got nothing.
That's me out there blocking. That's what that is. That's niggas like me blocking. So.
Yeah, that mean the line is trash. That is, and I understand it. I completely understand. It's tough to win without a good line, man. I think that's what we got this week. I am IlFam790 in social media choice, aka Don Anderson the podcast, the aka Captain Broadbano, Brew Diamond Phillips, Sticky the Dragon Steamboat, Podshare Pod Guy's favorite podcast, the Potty Piper, I'm here to podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dente and Ice, and my tag team partner.
Before I get into myself and the love, getting into myself, where's Buffy.com, where's Buffy.com, where's Buffy.com. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Man, if you like this content and you want to get notified of new content, subscribe, tell your homeboy, tell your wife, tell your cousin and them. You feel me? Listen, I'm Fatboy_Diz on everything. I'll be back. If you notice that I'm gone, I'll be back. Fatboy_Diz, Dizzy from Be More, Diz de Journal, the most finger wave. This is not the Journal, it's the penis. Johnny Cochran. If the glove don't fit, I will not hit. I'm not a normal nigga. I smoke cigars. I use rubbers. And sometimes I split cheeks so far, it leaves sore on her lower back.
A little paper cut joint at the top.
Damn it. You know about that shit. Anyway, go. It's Bradley Balboa, Russell Westbrook, Veggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to belabor the point. I do need to say Black Fabio all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nape in my neck, double-breasted. You know what I mean? Pink luster moisturizer all in my hair. You know what I'm saying? Conversion van outside. You know what I'm saying? With the wheel in the back. You know what I'm saying? The ladder and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
5 gold chains.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Crown roll bags. You know what I'm saying? All types of haberdasheries. Look it up if you don't know what that word means. You know what I mean?
Haberdashery, yo. Shout out to Fred Sanford. That's one of my favorite episodes when he went to haberdashery. In search of haberdash specifically. And
I've just learned that haberdasheries is a man word. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that, but it is a man word. It's man trinkets. But anyway, yeah, check me out on Herbs Day. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look it up. YouTube, Herbs Day. I'm talking about all types of herbs and shit, helping y'all niggas get right in this pandemic season. Respect your elders. Buy some shit from me because I'm helping niggas out with this motherfucking elderberry syrup. And there we go.
All right. And before we get out of here,
it's your girl Ashley Alexander, always known as Double A, always known as always Double A. And most importantly, my ass is named Aunt Viv. It's classy like the first one and light skin like the second. Donated and hydrated, folks.
Hey man, that's gonna do it for us, man.
Hold on, don't you mean don't leave little homie on stuck and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 1854 doolies, all that other shit.
Please,
you know what I mean?
Shout out to yep. Yo, Math Damon. Matter of fact, man, shout out to the good homies, the good brothers over at Black Wrestling, blackwrestling.bigcartel.com. Well, we got the snapbacks and the crew necks this week. If y'all niggas want something slick, shop small, shop with the Black Wrestling fellas, man. Shout out to Brother Cal. And like we just said, shout out to Brother Math. And before we get out of here, I do want to say, please, Sister Ashley, keep them chicks together.
The gang, if I don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you.
Well, I think it's their choice, isn't it?
Man, gang, you know what that means? Gang, take the L out of lover. It's over, brother.